All right, guys, this is the third out of 3 videos on this 17 Squirrel. There's a video about it, just kind of top level what it is, and a video of it at the range. I was just going to show you how to just take it apart for cleaning. Um, so I'll start with all that. I'll take the bipod off first. There are 2 screws, one here, one here. That brings the wood foregrip down, and I'll do that. I got that part off. Let me see how pretty that ebonized walnut. You know, it's just American walnut ebonized with linseed. Such a pretty finish that leaves. Um, anyway, so the next step, there's these 2 screws on both sides, these big bolts. They come out, and the top and bottom, the receiver will pop off, leaving the trigger mechanism on the bottom. Let me take these out. See, it's almost a takedown model. Here's all the, of course, the buttstock and the butt pad there, or butt plate. You know, this you normally wouldn't take this apart. There's a deep screw in here that screws into here. Of course, it's got nice brass screws. You can see there how that trigger in there works. It's pinned in. That's how that works. Now the upper part. Let's get a look at that. Next step, the bow handle unscrews. You can take it out the back, and that'll give us access to clean the barrel and clean any of the firing pin or the sear mechanism. So let me take the bow handle off. All right, so here's just a bow handle that threads on, and here's the bolt. You can see the sear ramp there, extruded firing pin. The 17 Squirrel, it's a rimmed cartridge. I saw the headspace of the rim. A little bit of look in the receiver. Of course, I'm gonna run a cleaning patch in there since I shot it today. So you can see it focus a little better. See down in there. Of course, this right here is where those 4 bolts attach in through the I guess the lower, and those are just attached to the receiver, and that's how all that's held together. Up here is a bracket for the foregrip to screw into. Now if the barrel's clean, I can reassemble it. I want to start by putting these 2 together. Of course, you got to make the holes line up. Get that in focus a little better. Get that in there, and running those 4 bolts on both sides. I'll line that up and get that in there good and tight. I got that back together. Those bolts are pretty big, but that's how it's sturdy when they're all in there. Next, you just put the bolt in there. You got to make sure it's in the cock position when you do that. Of course, you can inspect, make sure everything else is clean. The locking lugs are clean. Extractor's functioning. But it looks pretty good. Make sure that everything's tight. The compression spring in there. But now you just slide this on in the receiver, and then screw on your bow handle. You got that in there. You might want to work the action a few times. Make sure everything's working right. Then you just put the foregrip back on. There's just a screw here, runs through the foregrip, and that puts it back together. Let me do that real quick. Hey guys, there it is, all back together again. My 17 Squirrel single shot rifle. If you have any questions about it, leave a comment. I'll try to answer them. I didn't know what level of detail anybody cared to know about how to disassemble it, but that's just for maintenance. If you want to take it apart, clean it, that's the procedure. All right, guys, be safe. God bless. Thanks.